What's up, YouTube? Edgar Ka here, bringing you an action figure preview. Today we're looking at the company called Beast Kingdom, and we're looking at their Dynamic Action Heroes line, number 024, the Joker from the Dark Knight movie. They just released these really cool promo pictures today, and it's almost looking like a mini little Hot Toys here, which is kind of cool. So, some background about Beast Kingdom. They've been doing this 8-inch action figure line for maybe about 2 years now. Their very first figures were the Batman vs. Superman from this line, and then they went into Justice League. Then they went into Toy Story, they're doing Pirates of the Caribbean, and now they're getting to Heath Ledger Dark Knight, which is a hot ticket item throughout this whole over the past decade. Heath Ledger Joker stuff is just super popular. You can see Hot Toys did way too many versions of him, but I guess you can't have too many, right? But right now, they've kind of gone to the territory of using soft goods, and by that I mean they have like the real jacket with the material, the pants, the shirt, the tie. So it's kind of in the realm of the Mezco 112 line, which is very popular. Those go for like 80 to 120 for 6-inch figures, and I've never been too big of a fan of them. Sometimes they're cool, but I feel like their proportions are really wacky, like their heads are small and the bodies are real buff, but to each their own. This line is going to be the 8-inch line, so it's going to have a whopping 2 inches on Mezco, and that just means the bigger the figure, the more that the clothing is going to fit in scale with the body and not look too thick. So, just looking at the figure here, it looks really nice. It looks like he has some plastic shoes and then nice pants with the stripe there. The coat looks like it's a nice thick texture to kind of, encapsulate what it looks like in the movie. The vest, the tie, the shirt. It looks really cool. So, obviously, based on the pose, his head can look a little bit out of proportion here, and that's the thing that's kind of hard for me. When figures get really small and have soft goods, they almost look a little bit too much like dolls. But nevertheless, I think it's a good size. 8 inches is a good size when being one step under the 1/6 line, which is Hot Toys, Enter Bay, all that. But it's looking really cool. You can see the inside of the coat. It looks like it's going to have like a reflective orange in it. I forget the name of the actual fabric. But you can see it comes with accessories. He has one head. The head looks pretty good, and we'll look and go into that later and really compare how well the head is doing. But we can see here the detail of the coat looks nice. It has that nice texture. The hair sculpt looks good. And obviously this is the prototype, so it's going to look really crisp and sharp, the final product. Fingers crossed, it looks really good as well. And here he is again. We got the rocket launcher here. And Beast Kingdom is a company I've definitely enjoyed collecting. I only have 4 of their figures, which is, Batman from BVS, where he has the armored suit on, and then 2 Supermans, and then Batman from Justice League. And their figures are just really nice and solid. And you can just tell that, it's a good, strong, quality plastic here. So I know the figure underneath the clothing is going to be good as well. And here are his options here. So we know he has the full button-down shirt with that very infamous pattern on it. And so the coat is removable. He's got the socks on, and he's just looking really cool here. He has a real steel chain, it's looking like. Some cool accessories. And I'm sure his posability is great if I'm basing it off of the Beast Kingdom figures that I have now. And let's move on and see what this cool pose is here. I think this is the best picture for sure. Like, his head looks the right size, and the lighting just makes it look really cinematic here, right? Like, I think that really, really feels like Heath Ledger with that lighting and the smirk, and you can see the structure of the face a bit more than the flat photos. So here we are. Look at the head sculpts here. We have Heath Ledger, the real man, on the left. The next one is the Beast Kingdom, and it looks just a little plain. Maybe it's just too white, and maybe the black of the eyes don't go up all the way. Maybe on the eyebrows a bit more. Next slide, we have the 1/4 scale Hot Toys figure, which is really great in the realism department. Hot Toys is great for that. I'm not sure. Something's a little off with the Hot Toys version as well. Something about Heath Ledger is hard to capture. I'm not sure why, but they definitely have the realism going for them there. Then the one after that is the 1/4 scale Enter Bay final product figure, and I really do like the structure of that head a bit more than the Hot Toys one. And then lastly is the half-scale Prime 1 Studios head that was hand-painted by Jacob Ramier, who is a phenomenal painter. And you can see that one just really, really gets the Heath Ledger sculpt in there. I think going back to the Beast Kingdom head, it's in the eyes. I feel like the structure of the face is there. His jaw matches well with Heath Ledger, but it's something in the eyes. Maybe they're slightly too close, or maybe it's just the black shape around the eyes and needs to go to the eyebrows a bit more. Now, the Beast Kingdom figures, the 8-inch action figure line, has ranged from about the $50 to the $60 range. The soft goods, I've seen the Nightmare Batman go for $80. Jack Sparrow is now listed at $100, so I'm guessing this Heath Ledger is going to be at the $100 mark. And I think if it's really good quality, it'll merit the price. Because you're looking at Hot Toys, which is about $250 range right now. This is a little less than half of that, actually, half the scale, and it's more than half the price. And if you're looking at Mezco, which is 6 inches, those range at easily $100 to $120. And then when they get into the 8-inch range, like if you're looking at Mezco Darkseid, that's even more up there. So I think the price range is right in our existing market right now. But yeah, and let's look at him in a different setting so we can really see his form here. I think he does look a little more proportionate here, so it could be just the angle of the photos. And I think it's a pretty promising figure. Fingers crossed that we'll get an 8-inch Christian Bale Dark Knight figure, because he's also very cool as well. I do love Christian Bale's Batman. And here's the overall look. We have the RPG rocket, the machine gun, 2 grenades, the knife, 2 pistols, and it looks like we're going to get 6 hands here. And it has a nice display base, and it just looks really cool. So I am excited for this line. I hope it does well. Their first soft good figure is the Nightmare Batman, which has been delayed with this whole coronavirus thing, unfortunately, so I can't get my hands on that to review for you guys. But based on him, I'll get a really good sense of the quality of these figures and how those soft goods are going to hold up. If the stitching is high quality, if it's going to rip, things like that you really don't know until it's in hand. So they're doing the Jack Sparrow, which is going to be awesome as well, and we'll see where this line goes, So I hope you guys enjoyed this little preview. I think it's a really cool new figure coming to us that the company's taking, risk and chances to go into the soft goods line, and I hope it does well for them. So until next time, you guys stay safe during this whole virus season. Stay home. If you go out, wear your mask. Just really be smart out there. And, we got to do our best job. So enjoy your figures at home. Hopefully you are appreciating your collection if you have it. And until next time, you guys take care. I'll see you later.